Hey everyone, it's Briggs and welcome back to my channel. This week, I wanted to try doing a GIF, however you want to pronounce it. And I thought of going with a balcony scene, something like a balcony scene in the evening. So I just wanted to have someone reading a book in an open air balcony with lots of plants and wind, and I thought I wanted to use the GIF to be able to create the feeling of having wind. So kind of like a mini animation. The thing with GIFs is that you have to draw or make every single frame. So for this purpose, I used Procreate on my iPad Pro to do it, because it's much easier to be able to set the previous layer, the previous frame, to a slightly lower transparency so that you can draw on top of that to see where the movement of the next frame is going to be. After that, you will see that I have marked out the areas that I want to move with a blue pencil, so then I know what I have to ink on a different layer so that I can change it up when I'm exporting the images. Now that I have finished the sketching layer, I will go ahead and make a color palette, like a base color palette, before I start inking. I made sure to ink the non-moving parts on one layer and the moving parts on another layer so that I can switch that on and off in the future. Here I'm using blue again to mark out the parts that are moving so that I am sure not to color these on the main layer where all the non-moving objects are. So I'm going to be coloring these moving parts on other layers as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in the colors for the rest of the piece, which is much simpler when I have because I have already made a color palette at the start, so I just need to pick those colors, and if I need any more variations, I can just add in more colors using the color palette as a reference. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing. So what I'm doing here is that I am drawing each frame. So how I do this is that I have a separate layer for the line art for the moving parts, and then a separate layer for the colors of the moving parts. And with every frame, I have to sort of alter the non-moving parts so that there aren't any weird lines jutting out. Basically, I'm just drawing all the different frames and making sure they all look like they are a single picture and not that I shifted things without fixing any weird spots. The final step is to export all your images and stitch them up into a GIF, and I can also adjust the timing for each frame, whether my GIF should move faster or slower, and then that's about it. Because of the length of this video, I couldn't really get into all the details in how I did this GIF, but do let me know in the comments if you're interested to learn how to do something like this, and I'll gladly make a longer video with more detailed instructions and tips on how to do this. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. Do give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!